Let's talk about legal issues in construction project.
If we talk about risk in the construction business, one of the highest risks is financial risk.
JO will reduce financial risk when new projects are initiated.
How we can have expansion opportunities in the construction industry.
Pandaan Malang Toll Road, PTPP profit in construction was 11%, while in development was 2 times PPP.
Since 1953, PP has transformed from pure SOE to currently almost a half public listed company.
Hello InsanPP, welcome back to the most awaited show in PTPP, DeePP Talk, with me, Nurul Nafira Puspita from Statek Division. For today's topic, we're going to talk about construction business challenges. This topic will be explained by InsanPP from various positions and educational backgrounds, especially those who previously had the experience to study abroad. So, without any further ado, let's start our discussion. Here we already have Pak Tommy Wiranata. We'd like to know the top-tier challenges and risks in the construction business. Do you mind sharing with us about the potential risks and what should we do about it?
If we talk about risk in the construction business, one of the highest risks is financial risk. There are two perspectives of financial risk in the construction business. First, if we as a project owner. As the project owner, our greatest interest is that to keep the project delivered on time and within budget, or if it is possible, early delivery of the project and below budget. If the project is not delivered on time and within budget, it will increase the capital expenditure of the project owners and delay their expected revenue. The second is if we as a contractor. As a contractor, our greatest interest is to ensure that we are getting paid by the project owners on time. Therefore, one of the highest financial risks as the contractor is delayed payment, or worse, we are not getting paid by the employer. In order to mitigate this issue, the contractor must conduct due diligence on the employer by assessing the 5 C's. What are the 5 C's? The first C is we need to understand the character of the employer, whether the employer have a good character or not. The second is the capacity of the employer. It can be financial capacity or managing capacity. The third is the capital of the employer, whether they have money or not. And the fourth is the condition of the business of the employer. Then finally, the collateral owned by the employer.
Thank you, Pak Tommy, for the explanation. To continue the discussion, we'd like to know about the legal issues that may arise. Now, I'd like to ask Bu Dona Herlinda. Sometimes changes can be avoided no matter how well we've planned. What do you think the major disputes that happen the most and have biggest influence?
So, let's talk about legal issues in construction project. Many legal issues may arise in construction project. One of them is a contract dispute. So, the first contract dispute, project delays. As we know, in construction projects, the delay can be caused by the contractor, employer, or neutral event. The delay by employer can be caused by the failure of the employer to give possession of the site, error in design, delayed payment, slow decision making, or other prevention by the employer. The delay by neutral event means the delay is not caused by the contractor or the employer or beyond the parties' control, such as force majeure like natural disasters, wars, riot. And for delay by contractors can be because of miscalculating the contract price during the tender process or poor workmanship in others. So the things are in dispute usually regarding who should be responsible for the delay, related extension of time, prolongation costs, and delay damages. The second legal contract dispute changes in the scope of work. It might lead to a dispute related to cost and time impact due to the changes in scope. The third, differences in contract interpretation occurs because of poorly drafted contract. It seems simple, but it's a serious issue if the amount in dispute is huge. So, in InsanPP, it's important to have knowledge of construction contracts and have a risk management plan.
Thank you, Bu Dona. The next question is there opportunities available? Let's ask Pak Anwar Ismail about it. Pak Anwar, what's your opinion about our business opportunity? Shall we strengthen our capabilities or shall we expand into broader markets?
The opportunity for business expansions in the construction industry can vary depending on various factors such as market conditions, company expertise, and available resources. However, in general, there are several expansions opportunities that can be considered. Firstly, expansion into broader market. So construction company can develop their businesses by expanding into broader market, both at the national and international levels. In this process, the company can consider opening offices or finding local business partners who have a good understanding of the target market. Secondly, offering new services and strategic partnership. In addition to expanding the market, construction companies can also develop their businesses by offering new services. The new services offered could include the special construction project that can also establish partnership with other companies that have complementary resources. Third one, investment in technology. Construction companies can invest funds in new technology such as effective project management system, 3D modeling software, or innovative construction material technology so that they can provide better services and improve operational efficiency. PTPP has a very strong culture with technology and innovations. All of these expansions opportunities have different advantages and risks, so it is recommended that construction companies conduct thorough research before deciding to take expansion steps. This is so that the company can choose the most suitable expansion opportunity and provide the best benefit for their business.
Thank you, Pak Anwar, for the very insightful knowledge. Move to the next topic. I never thought our activities could affect so much to the environment, but I believe there are things to do to reduce the effect and save the world for another year. Pak Ryan, what do you think about sustainability in construction and how it affects our business?
Within the last few decades, our population has increased drastically, or rather exponentially. Also the case with the carbon concentration in the air that keeps causing global warming. The construction industry accounts for 38% of carbon footprints that is held responsible for global warming. As a player in the construction industry, what can we do to reduce or eliminate the effect of global warming? The answer is performing a sustainable construction process. It means a construction process that carefully considers the sustainability of environment during the design, execution, and operating phases. In other words, a sustainable construction process is performing a construction process that is responsible for the health and safety of our environment. There are a few things that we could do to reduce and eliminate the effects of global warming. Most of them are aimed at reducing carbon footprints, such as using sustainable materials and performing value engineering. The following are some of the widely encouraged practices in developed countries to reduce carbon footprints. First, optimizing designs, like minimizing the use of concrete, steel, and other unfriendly materials. Second, use eco-friendly materials such as porous asphalt, recycled concrete, fly ash concrete, etc. Third, reduce the use of oil-fueled equipment and operational vehicles. Fourth, reduce waste. Waste is not only limited to materials or garbage-like material, but also energy, schedules, and other resources. If we fail to raise the awareness of global warming, can we survive another 30 years with an ever-increasing population growth rate?
Thank you, Pak Ryan, for the explanation. Still talking about sustainability, we know technology also have big roles in it. I'd like to ask Bu Nabila Laras, what's the most prominent technology in construction so far, and how far have we adopted it?
So I would like to briefly talk about DFMA, which stands for Design for Manufacturing and Assembly. Previously, DFMA has been used in the automotive industry, but recently it is being adopted in the construction industry. In constructions, this methodology is quite popular in Europe, especially in the UK. They usually adopt this approach for building projects like residential. DFMA actually is an approach that focuses on how the project will be delivered using offsite manufactured components and then assembling these components on site. So it facilitates more on offsite manufacturing and minimize on-site constructions. By producing building components in a manufacturing environment, this methodology could reduce total cost and time, and also it could improve the quality. The implementation of DFMA can be supported by the adoption of VDZ and BIM, especially BIM. BIM as the digital representations of the building, which has rich technical information, can be used to analyze how the components will be produced off-site and then constructed on-site. In DFMA, BIM also enables collaborations during the design phase among designers, engineers, and constructors. After the design is finalized, the BIM models can be directly sent to the manufacturer for productions. Over time, the data-rich models can be collected as standardized DFMA elements for future use. Overall, the DFMA is expected to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of project delivery. Well, I really hope that the BIM and DFMA can work in harmony in the near future to change the way we build.
Alright, thank you Bu Nabila. So, construction process involve various resources including manpower, materials, and even heavy equipment. Pak Arif Rahman, do you mind explain to us about the importance of technology or a good management of heavy equipment in the project?
I think a lot of opportunities that we can grab from heavy equipment industry. First, come from the development of the new capital city in East Kalimantan. As we know that the President Jokowi has given the instruction to speed up the development of the new capital city. Many infrastructure will develop in there. The opportunities also come from mining industry. Recently, the increasing production of mining for the green source energy such as nickel has been expedited. This also offers a huge opportunity for heavy equipment-based contractor to gain the better income not only in the short term but long term, because according to the data, the increasing production of nickel will be until 2045 due to the higher demand for nickel for electricity vehicle. On the other hand, heavy equipment-based contractor also facing some obstacle. In my opinion, everyone who can match up the opportunity and also the obstacle in this industry can gain a lot of profit.
Thank you, Pak Arif, for the explanation. As we already know, there is construction and there is also investment. One of the biggest one is property. Pak Fajar, what do you think about the current situation of property business and what are the challenges that we face?
Well, in 2023, property construction will contribute a large share of the movement in the construction market, followed by industrial construction and infrastructure construction. Many have predicted that landed house will dominate the property market, followed by the construction apartments, which are starting to grow for strategic location, especially in locations that are close to transportation facilities and supporting facilities, such as shopping centers and offices with different concepts and designs. That is after the recovery of pandemic COVID-19. Property construction, particularly in the residential segment, will still be carried out massively to pursue the housing backlog in Indonesia, while the government and the private sectors are continuing to seek housing financing solutions so that housing will be more noticed by the society. One of the strategies we can develop for the company is we could collaborate with landowners to hold joint operation. It could be one of the solutions in facing current market challenges. Joint operation, or JO, is considered to be one of the solutions we feel that it may satisfy the parties, the stakeholders, to give us required added values for both developers and landowners. JO will reduce financial risk when new projects are initiated. With reduced financial risk, project developers will be able to provide many other facilities such as profitable selling points for customers and guaranteed quality and others and such. And as a result, housing product would be able to gain traction faster and lead to a better business for all of us.
Thank you, Pak Fajar. I believe InsanPP already know we have various subsidiaries and also affiliates, but maybe some of you still wondering how a construction company manages its investment. Pak Yusuf Maharani, would you elaborate the business of toll road industry, please?
Is toll road investment attractive for PP? Let's talk about the benefit of PTPP cost. PP invests to get a project. After the project done, we will divest. So PP got profit from construction project and got another profit from dividend and investment assets. How big is the profit? Let's talk about numbers. I will give you an example from a previous PTPP toll road, Padang Malang toll road. PTPP profit in construction was 11%, while in development was 2 times PPP. However, in toll business, there are some risks that we must consider, mainly cash deficiency because of bank interest. So the shareholder must inject money to the SPV.
Thank you, Pak Yusuf, for the explanation. Now we want to go up a little bit higher and talk about global economy. Bu Sari, would you like to share about construction business updates and how global economy could affect our industry?
If we talk about the construction business sector, in the short term, the global construction industry is clouded by high level of uncertainty. With a looming economic recession in major markets due to the soaring energy prices and high interest rates, prospect to growth will be muted in 2023. Aggressive policy tightening by the central bank has lifted borrowing rates and thereby reduced the demand for building construction work. However, a large backlog of work will help to mitigate somewhat the impact on the construction work done during 2023. For infrastructure investment will drive growth in construction activity. Governments worldwide continue to champion major infrastructure projects to boost the economics, productivity, especially post the COVID-19. So, civil engineering will be the fastest growing sector in the construction market. However, emerging economies in Asia are driving global construction growth, while aggregated activity in the developed market is contracting. According to Oxford Economics, the construction sector growth in Asia Pacific is the highest growth since 2021. It's around 5% and predicted to grow up to 6.4% in 2023, which higher than Europe and American countries, with growth predicted around -1 up to -3% in 2023.
Wow, there's so many knowledge I learned today. I want to say thank you so much to all of our speakers today. Before we close our discussion, let's hear a closing statement from Pak Bahtiar Effendi, Senior Vice President Corporate Secretary of PTPP.
The construction business obviously will continue growing to meet requirements in infrastructure and housing. But we need to be aware, construction is a challenging business. As Tommy says in the beginning, it has a high risk, vulnerable to economic conditions, and particularly low margin because of high competitions in the sector. Consequently, many construction companies try to expand their business to investment, specialization, and many more, as well as PP. Since 1953, PP has transformed from a pure SOE to currently almost a half public listed company, from only a contractor become a holding company that has 62 subsidiaries, such as infrastructure and property investment, rental equipment, and a precast concrete plant, as explained by my colleagues in previously. Last year, our revenue reached $1.3 billion, and the current total employees is about 5,000 people across the country. So this makes us one of the biggest construction companies in the country, with many notable projects and achievements, both national and international. Risk management and good corporate governance are fundamental for running our business to bring the most valuable benefit to the stakeholders. We want to be the ones who most contribute to development in the country by delivering the best quality construction products. PP knows that technology and innovation are the keys to the company's future sustainability. That's why we are the ones that apply for BIM certification in the region, consistently improving our enterprise resource planning digitally, which is proof our commitment to being the leader in developing construction technologies. In terms of environment, against emerging climate change and environmental issues, PTPP is the founder of the Green Building Council in the country. Many low energy consumption and environmental friendly buildings have been built by PP. In investment, PP also contributes to providing fresh water to society in some major cities in Indonesia. So, as the employee, we must be proud of PP, but we need to be stronger, improved, and more adaptive to face the future. And I trust we can do it as a solid team.
That's all from us for today. Thank you so much for listening to Deep Talk by PTPP. See you on our next videos.